All right, I'm in the food room. Had to get again a Big Frank's for somebody. Just a few, not a lot. But I also got some XBURGERs because I now have the holy grail of veggie burgers. I have the XBURGER, I have the Beyond Meat burger, and I have the Impossible burger, and I am ready to grill them right now. I've been eating veggie food my entire life, and so this new generation of veggie burgers just has me so super excited. You know, I'm talking about the Beyond Meat burger, I'm talking about the Impossible burger, and I'm talking about the XBURGER. And for the first time in years, since I've been talking about these burgers, since I've been eating them, since whatever, I now have all three of them in my kitchen right now. And I'm just super stoked about that. I have them right here so you can look and see how they come packaged. This is the XBURGER. There's like 10 of these in a bag for about $25 is what I pay for them. So what, like $2.50 a burger? We have the Beyond Meat burger. They come like this. These are all frozen, by the way, of course. But they come like this. They come in packs of 2, and we get them at Costco, and there's like 3 of these things. So 6 burgers is maybe like $12 or something. And finally, we have the Impossible burgers. And they just kind of come stacked like this. I am super excited about having these because I've been eating Impossible burgers longer than any of the other burgers, and yet I've never been able to buy them. I first had an Impossible burger in Iowa, like in this bar and grill, and I had asked for, I don't know what I asked for. I said I was vegetarian, and the waitress is like, do you want a veggie burger? And to me, back then, veggie burger meant like a garden burger. It meant that someone took mushrooms and carrots and stuff and blended it all together and smashed it into a patty. And it just wasn't very appetizing. I'd rather have something else. But she told me she had this Impossible burger, and I really wanted to try it because I had heard of it. And I was just so surprised to see it in a small town in Iowa. But you couldn't buy them in stores. You could only get them in restaurants. And so for the first time ever, I can buy these. Now, I ordered these off the website, but apparently you can get them at Kroger and other places now. So I'm super excited about this. You guys have no idea. There's an Adventist camp here nearby, Camp Akita, that serves Impossible burgers, and I was like trying to bargain with somebody there to order an extra case of Impossible burgers and give them to me. Don't tell anybody. Shh. Okay, the camp never did that. But I tried so hard. I lobbied so hard. I almost broke friendships trying to get a case of Impossible burgers, and I failed. So now I finally have them. Welcome to the outside. We are going to grill these fine 3 burgers here, the Impossible, the XBURGER, and the Beyond Meat burger, and I am super excited about this. So I wanted to let you know we are going to grade these on my super scientific scale. We're going to grade them, number 1, on how well they cook. Do they look authentic like a beef hamburger? Do they crumble? Do they stick to the grill? We want to know these things. So number 1, how well do they grill? Number 2, how well do they taste? And honestly, is there another metric that even matters here? They've got to be easy to cook, and they've got to taste good. I guess they should probably look good too. So we'll just throw that in as a bonus. Number 1, how well do they grill? Number 2, how well do they taste? And bonus, how well do they look? What's the presentation? Do they look appealing? Are they appetizing? Doesn't matter how good the food is. If it looks like a pile of something, then no one's going to eat it. Okay, so I think we're ready to go. Let's go fire up the grill. So I have this awesome dual grill. Half of it is propane, half of it is charcoal. Let me just tell you something. I enjoy cooking with charcoal. I hate lighting charcoal. Hate it. Until I bought one of these. I mean, this thing is way overkill for the grill that I have, but I love it. You just put the charcoal in here and something like paper down here to just light that on fire, and it keeps all the charcoal together. instead of like putting it on your grill all spread out and you're trying to like layer all of these bricks and trying to keep it lit, and it goes out and you gotta light it again and it goes out. You get the idea. When you put them all in here, it keeps them all together and they light up super fast. In about 15 minutes we are going to be good to go. Hooah! First step, charcoal. We got the fire started. Let's get the burgers going. Blood. This thing has blood. It's bleeding here and here and here and here and here and here and here. That is hot. So here are my impressions with the burger so far. We're almost done grilling them. I think the XBURGER, as I've said before, looks and feels exactly like an old veggie burger, like a Griller or a Griller Prime or whatever. You know, the old school veggie burgers. It retains its form very well. It's kind of fibrous, you know, it holds together very, very well. It doesn't really sweat a lot, doesn't really bleed. It's a weird thing to say about veggie burgers. It doesn't really bleed a lot. It pinks up very, 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 very well, and it looks very good. But I mean, I think the fact that it retains its shape, it's really flat, it's uniform. It looks like this was a burger that was manufactured. And this is where the Beyond Meat burger, by the way, really shines, because that thing sweats, it bleeds a little bit. But it also looks like it was a hand-formed patty. It looks like someone kind of put together. It's definitely thicker than the other burgers, and it grills really, really, really nicely. The Impossible Burger, this is my first time grilling it. It definitely turns gray, a lot grayer than the others, very, very, very quickly. But it bleeds. My goodness, does it bleed? It bleeds, it bleeds, it bleeds. I thought it's gonna die on the grill. I mean, it's really weird to watch as somebody who has not had meat in 20 years. It's just really weird to watch, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I get it that these products are aimed at people who are leaving a meat diet to a vegetarian diet, and they need this as a kind of bridge in order to get into vegetarianism or whatever. Maybe they're gonna miss that blood look on their burgers. I don't know. That just seems really weird to me as a vegetarian. So here's another look at the XBURGER. So you can see here it kind of greases up, I guess you could say. It's not really grease, but yeah, very, very, very nicely. It takes on some grill lines. It's got some dark edges and things like that on it. It's not quite done yet. But you see what I'm saying about the shape. Whoa, hot. You see what I'm saying about the shape here? It retains this perfectly round shape. It's like a McDonald's hamburger or something, you know, like something you would expect to buy, like pre-shaped and so on. Just kind of keep this in your mind for a second. And now you're looking at the Beyond Burger, and you see how this one is definitely thicker. Yeah, definitely thicker. It's less even. It's got kind of ridges and bumps on it. It definitely looks like it gives a great illusion, I should say, that this is a hand-formed burger. And this one, of course, is browning up very, very, very nicely. And then we have the Impossible Burger. Now this one, it has a lot of the same roundness as the XBURGER. You know, it definitely was shaped. You saw the way it was packaged. But there's a lot more unevenness around the outside in terms of the texture. I don't know if you guys can see this very well. But there's a lot more ridges and stuff around the outside to at least give it more of an illusion than the XBURGER has, that this thing is like a real, you know, patty that was formed out of some beef. But otherwise, it's very similar to the XBURGER. In fact, the Beyond Meat burger just kind of stands alone in terms of looking like a beef burger. It's thicker. It has those ridges. You know, it's uneven. It looks like somebody had just reached into a bowl of guts and formed it into a burger. So this Impossible Burger, very much like the XBURGER in terms of shape. Whew, these things are hot for some reason. Beyond Meat burger, and yeah, it comes across very, very, very well. A little bit of flaky burntness on top. It's good. You gotta give these guys credit. This burger is basically how it tastes if you get one at Fridays or somewhere else. It's just good. It's good. It's consistently good. Okay. Now for the XBURGER. It's good. It's good. I still like Beyond Burger better. You can see like a little cross section here, hopefully. The Beyond Meat burger, I would say, is about 50% thicker. It's not quite as round as the XBURGER. It's not. I mean, it's not as big as the XBURGER, but it is about 50% thicker, I would say. And then finally, look, it's just my personal preference, but I don't think you will ever beat an Impossible Burger. This thing is just delicious. It's fantastic. It is also ridiculously expensive. For those 10 burgers, and I got 2 packages of like ground beef or whatever, it was like $60. So XBURGER, there's like 10 for 25, it's like $2.50 a burger. These are like, I don't know, $2 something a burger. This thing, it's hard to say when you also get the 2 packages of ground beef, but it's a lot more money. It's a lot more money. When you go to a restaurant and they charge you $2 extra to get this one, they're not ripping you off. That's pretty much what it costs. But anyways, it's not, I was kind of surprised to learn it's not quite as big as the XBURGER. So if you want just sheer, I guess, width of patty, size of circle, whatever you want to call it, the XBURGER is clearly the biggest of the bunch. The thickness of the Impossible and the XBURGER is probably just a tiny bit thicker. And of course, you know this if you've ever gotten one of these things at Burger King or whatever. But I think the Beyond Meat burger, I like grilling it. I really have a lot of fun grilling it. I think it's just really authentic. I've served it with to a bunch of omnivores, and they like it. The first thing somebody who eats meat says when they try a veggie burger is, it doesn't quite taste like meat. Of course it doesn't. It's not meat. But this one is really good. But my personal favorite is the Impossible. It just is fantastic. It doesn't look the best, I think the Beyond Burger looks the best. I think it grills the best. But this one tastes the best. Well, I've got some work to do right now. We'll see you next time.